Howdy folks, and welcome back to episode 39 of a Minecraft Let's Play series. I was not able to do any more back there in that back corner as far as laying the floor down because I was working on this. I got all of it cleared out, all the way as far forward as I want it right there. And I've still got just this little bit left right here. That's not going to take me but another 15 minutes at most, and most of it's going to be running back and forth, emptying out my inventory. Because, well, I'm keeping everything. Keeping all the materials. I need them. Alright, but I was thinking about it, and you know how I had the floor placed down back there in a checker pattern. I'm going to have to tear up some of it already. Because I kind of decided that what I was going to do is a 3 wide wall. What I mean, here, let me lay down a couple of pieces here. Alright, we got that. Let me come over here and we'll do this. There we go. Alright, we'll hop up here, maybe. Okay. Now, I am making the center solid on this. And there's two reasons for it. One of them's not quite so important. One of the reasons is if a creeper blows up right next to my wall, he's not going to be able to let other mobs inside my base that way. Because, well, it's a 3 thick wall. But that's not the important reason, okay? I want to throw in a couple more pieces before I do this. Let's just get this up like so. And okay. Yep. Need to get a couple more going. And we're almost there. We're almost there. Don't worry. Okay. Alright. That's good enough. Maybe. You know what? I'm going to do this. Why can't I place it there? There we go. I will say there is one huge problem with using the Haste 2 beacon and Efficiency 5 pick or Efficiency 5 shovel. When you start blasting out blocks that fast, you end up with a lot of ghost blocks. And I've had them hurting me a little bit because I didn't even realize there was a ghost block, get stuck in it. Ow, you know? Alright, so the purpose behind this 3 thick wall is so that I can do this right here. Let's see, yeah, right there. We'll knock out 2 blocks here, throw in a block of redstone, and boom, there we go, lighting. Alright. And to further demonstrate how that works, we'll just put in the next one right here. Get in there. Okay. Now, this way you can see a cross section of the wall. I've got the light on the inside where I want it, and the power for it not visible on the inside at all. So, yay for that. But also on the outside, not visible. That's why 3 thick walls. That's all there is to it. Nothing spectacular, nothing fancy. Just trying to get it done. Of course, that means I now have to go and farm a ton of glowstone in order to get this done. I'm not looking forward to that part. But, and you know what? I think I'm putting this... Yeah, I'm putting it right where I want it. Yep, that's right. That is right, isn't it? I'm trying to see if that lines up. Yeah, it lines up, doesn't it? You know, we're just going to run over here and make sure. How about that? We're going to make sure that it lines up. So far, it looks good. And yes, it does. Okay. Yep. That's perfect. That's exactly where I want it. So, now I have the tedious task of placing this 3 wide wall all the way around. Yay! But I was going to do something a little bit different than just putting a block of redstone behind the light and having it always on. Because you already know that I'm going to be slabbing the floor all throughout. So I had this idea that what I was going to do is, have my lights set up, but have redstone dust running over the block that's behind them instead of a redstone block. That way, whenever I enter a room, it toggles the lights on. So I'll have to put like a T flip-flop, I think is what it's called, under the floor somewhere. Which means I'm going to have some thick floors too, because this is going to be a multi-floor thing here. But basically, whenever I walk over the pressure plates or through the tripwire or whatever I decide to use, then the lights come on. But otherwise, it's dark. You know, power-saving fortress, if there is such a thing. But I'm wanting to work on this a bit more. See if I can't get some progress made on bringing just this wall all the way back to the main building as it stands. Now, you see these chests right here. And then I've got more chests way over there. And there's more way back there. There's some back that way. And I've got a stack of them. Several stacks of chests, actually. Yep, there they are. They're rendering in now. Yeah, all those are full. I'm sorry, my throat's just not acting right. I have all kinds of materials I gotta sort out. So, one of the other things that we're going to have to work on is a storage silo system. And I think the way I'm going to do that is have it in line to the existing storage system. Like right now, all that stuff comes straight up the mine shaft, circles through the filter for the furnace, and then comes up the rest of the way to the item filter. Alright? What I was thinking I was going to do is instead, I'd have it come up, cycle through the furnace area and all that, and then before it gets into the item filter, it would instead go through another filter where it pulls out like the dirt and the stone, cobblestone, diorite, andesite, granite, all those. Pulls them all out and throws them into bulk storage. Hey, bulk storage, like that's not enough storage. It's really not. Because the prismarine shards that I'm getting from the Guardian farm are taking up 2 entire spaces on my item filter. And they're both full. It's packed. I don't have any more room for prismarine shards that aren't spilling out into another section. So, that's where it stops, is right here. I need to take out these 2 right here. Okay, there we go. I was going too far. I got carried away. Yeah, I was stopping at that corner. Okay. Anyway, as I was saying, the prismarine shards, they're taking up too much space. They're going to have to go into bulk storage. And I've got several items that are like that. If I find spider spawners or skeleton spawners, oh, that'd be nice if I could find a skeleton spawner. I build up a farm, I'm going to have bulk storage for the drops. Because the regular sorting system just doesn't have the capacity to hold that many items. So, I'm probably going to use one of these wings, probably this wing since it's on this side where the items come in, to build the bulk storage in. We'll just see how it goes. But anyways, I'm going to continue working on this, and I will bring you guys back whenever I've made a little bit of progress. I'll see you soon. back. Oh man, we are back. And a bit exhausted. I've been placing a lot of blocks. I'm sure you can already see a little bit of difference here. We got this little bit right here of a wall. And yeah, look at that. Jeez, that is huge. We're going to climb on up there. We're going to get up close to that top up there. To do that, I see that I've got a couple places that I missed. So we're going to kind of place some blocks, get up there. This has taken a significant amount of time, and I probably need to do 2 blocks like so. Alright, there we go. Alright, 1, 2, and 1, 2. There we go. Got to fix where this is uneven. I had to stair step up like this because it very quickly got to a point where I couldn't get up and down here very easily. Oh, see, that was, oops. All right, there's one. Okay. Refill my inventory. I have made so many trips down to the bottom, refilling my storage with these blocks. And I've only done 1 layer. That's the worst part. This has taken so much time to do, so much effort. And that's it, is 1 wide. It's not even the whole 3 wide that I want it to be. So this is going to take a while. I can already tell this is going to suck, but I think this is about the height that I want the wall. All the way up here. And while I was up here placing these last few blocks, I was looking at it, I was like, yeah, it's going to tower over that entrance just like I want it to. And the other side is going to be just the same. And this high a wall is going to be on that side as well. And it's going to go all the way back. Let me see here. It's not even in render yet. I got to go this way a little bit to render it in. Come on, a little bit further. Almost. There we go. There's the back wall. That's how big this is. If you're standing at one end, the other end doesn't render. So I'm going to be running this high a wall from that point right there all the way back, around, all the way to the back there, across, all the way up to the front, across there, and then back to where the arch is. And yeah, it's going to be a lot of work. Now for the floor design, you remember back there I've got that checkerboard pattern going? Yeah, scrap that. I like this floor design right here. I like this a lot. So this is what I'm going to do, which means, yeah, I've got to grow and cut down a lot more of the dark oak. But it's coming along. I like the way this looks. I really like this. I'm hoping you guys do too. Now, let's come down here. This is 60 blocks high. This is what I'm standing on, the 60th block up from the ground down there. It's a lot. It's overwhelming, to be honest. I'm not sure how I'm going to get all this done in any kind of time frame. I think it's going to be one of those things that I'm just going to work on it as I go, as I have spare time. Because, I mean, it's huge. It really is. And it's still, I got to add 2 more layers to it. And then this floor I've got to take all the way around. But, I mean, whenever you're down here, this is a lot of space. It really is. It's a lot of space to work with. So, one of the things I was thinking about doing, like this right here, this center patch, I was thinking this could be our main walkway to come down here. And off of this walkway, we have different rooms sectioned off. Like, let's see here. Well, set these guys here just as little temporary blocks. It's a 3 wide, so we'd make there. Maybe, yeah. Maybe one right here. And let's see here. Okay, we can do something like that. Oops, didn't mean to place that. Yeah, you see that? Excavator Mark II. Yeah, I broke one of my picks. Okay. So here is a room right here, like this. Or I might make this entire backspace a room, and then have the next rooms. Let's see here. We'll just not anything solid. Okay, this is not how it's going to be. This is just placing a few blocks here, but something like so. Ignore that one. Let me get over on this side, and we'll throw in a couple here. Yeah, like that. Okay, and we will do this right here, and take out these guys. Okay, there we go. So you come down this hallway, and at the very end of the hallway, you got this one really big room, and then off to the side, you got a room here, you got a room here, and then let's see here, 1, 2, 3, boom, and boom. And that marks off another room, like that, you know, something like that. Yeah, they'd be pretty decent sized rooms. Okay, nothing tiny. And walking through here, have like pressure plates on the floor, so whenever you walk into the room, it lights it up with the lights that are in the wall there. Now, given how I'm setting all this up and how big these rooms are, we're talking the 3 thick walls even in the rooms, so that we'd have a way to put the lights in. Because just having the lights on the outer wall isn't going to cut it. The room's too deep. You see what I'm saying? The light from there isn't going to reach all the way. So we'll have to work on that. And this pattern that I've got in the floor is going to wrap all the way around. It's going to be a nice uniform design. Real pretty, I think. And, of course, these rooms are not going to be as tall as this whole damn wall is. They're probably going to be something like that. Okay, there's the roof, the ceiling of the room. Okay, which means I'm going to have a lot of floors in here. There's going to be a lot of space in this thing. It's going to be massive, and it's going to be very time consuming. And that's pretty much what I'm looking at, is a lot of progress updates from here on out on how far I've come along with this. And I mean, I'll show you the progress as it goes, but I really cannot go through and make one episode after another of just continually building, because that right there, it's ugly like it is. To be honest, that's really ugly like it is. It's going to need some dressing up. Higher up on the wall, I'm going to need to put some windows in to try and break it up some, because whenever you come out here, let me come out like you'd be walking up to the building from the outside, or coming in on a rail, more likely, with as big as this is. Yeah, you see, that is horrendous like that. It's completely flat, and it's so repetitive, and it's just not going to work. I'm going to have to add some detail to that, clean it up, make it look a lot nicer. Now, that probably will be an episode, is how I'm going to dress that up. But continually building up that wall, no. I'm not going to drag y'all through it. Not going to torture you with it. Now, what that brings me to is as huge as these side places are going to be. Now, it was requested that I keep the storage unit as it is, okay? And I do kind of like it. I like the spaciousness of it. I like how it's set up. I like the design and all that. But I think what I'm going to do is make it one of the floors in here. I want to keep the dimensions and everything, keep it just as big and all that. Same design. But instead of being out here in the foyer, as it were, I'm going to put it in the tower. Tower. That's a funny term for what that is. It's freaking huge. But yeah, I'd put the storage like, you see how I've basically got 2 tracks of the dark oak here? So you'd have one storage unit running the entire length. Not even the entire length, because this right here is going to give me enough space for all the storage I'm going to need. Now it's just a matter of between these two, is it enough to fit 2 sorting systems like this? And if it'll fit, great. We can get on with it and get it done. But again, it's trial and error. We're going to see how things fit. And we might take a look at that probably in the next episode, actually. Might take a look, see how well we can fit one of these storage units in over here, going from wall to wall, since I do have the bottom of it 3 wide like I wanted it. But anyway, that's going to have to do it for today, folks. It has been quite a long time. I mean, this is day 3 of me working on this since I recorded the opening. Okay, I've been working on this a lot. I've been at it. I'm tired, and I'm going to have to call it a day. If you enjoyed the episode, please leave a like, subscribe, and we'll see you next time. Bye now.